to Made in Montgomery. I'm here in Rockville, home to dozens of Montgomery County businesses, and Montgomery County is often referred to as the economic engine of the state. In this show, we'll visit a few of those businesses that keep that engine chugging. Up first, a company whose owner says he's living the dream.
So I'm a Muslim, and I've never had a pork rind, and I just thought it'd be really hilarious and ironic if me as a Muslim, I invented a pork rind.
What started as a joke between friends has turned into the latest snack buzz that might soon be giving Doritos a run for its money. Sammy Kobrosely and his friends took on the challenge of creating a healthy, crunchy snack. And what they came up with was Snacklins, a vegan pork rind.
I could add more salt to it.
Snacklins is a joke that's gotten just really out of hand, I guess, at this point. We started off making a vegan pork rind as kind of a dare between friends, and we thought it'd be pretty funny. It turned out that this delicious, crunchy, airy chip that we made happened to be 80 calories for the whole bag, happened to be made with fresh ingredients that a 6-year-old could pronounce. And so from there, it's just kind of snowballed.
To meet the growing demand for his product, Snacklins opened a manufacturing factory in Rockville, just steps away from the Twin Brook Metro Station.
And Rockville was it was that area, man. We lucked out. We always say, red line, baby, woo! We lucked out, and that was a big deal for us.
When Snacklins was created back in 2016, Kobrosely and his friends dreamed of a spot on Shark Tank. Just last month, that dream came true.
We got the call to go out to LA, and we got to be out there with a bunch of other entrepreneurs from the United States and got to pitch in front of, some of America's probably most well-known investors.
In the end, Shark billionaire investor and Dallas Maverick owner Mark Cuban took the bait and offered Kobrosely $250,000 in return for a 5% stake plus 5% in advisory shares. This Rockville entrepreneur bit.
Okay.
Deal?
I think that's a great deal.
That's a deal.
Mark Cuban really understood that, wow, we weren't just making a snack brand, we were making a snack company.
You already had great investors, but you picked up a new big one, and Mark Cuban.
That's great.
Councilmember Will Juwando watched as Kobrosely made his pitch to the Sharks.
This is actually what a Snacklin looks like before it's fried up. All the mushrooms in yucca are coming from New Jersey or Pennsylvania. They come to Rockville from here.
As a member of the council's Planning, Housing, and Economic Development Committee, he sees the Snacklins business as a boon for Montgomery County.
Well, it's all of the great things about Montgomery County wrapped in one. You have young entrepreneur with a great idea, trying to meet a need, healthier snack food for people on the go, employing people from the county, paying higher than the minimum wage, higher than $15 an hour. Manufacturing here, taking advantage of the many light industrial and industrial areas we have in the county. Being helped by our Economic Development Corporation to find the space and navigate the regulatory process. And then going out and getting investment so they can grow, so they can double what they're doing. So this is just everything all in one.
We're not just some crazy kids from Montgomery County trying to make chips. We now have big investors. We now have, well-known people that are trusted, trust Snacklins. And I think that trust and that respect, you can't buy, you just have to earn it. And so we feel that, they've kind of really helped us kind of get that street cred a little bit easier than maybe we would have on our own.
Next, we take a trip to Tacoma Park, where the first all-electric gas station in the nation is up and running on all cylinders. R&S Automotive in Tacoma Park is like many other service stations in the area that have curbside pumps. But at this particular station, owner Depeswar Doli ditched fossil fuels and has converted his pumps to electric charging for electric vehicles, the first station in the nation to make this move. Doli purchased the business in 2002, but 2 years ago he stopped working with the fuel companies because he was unhappy with how they structured his contracts. Last year, he received a call from the city of Tacoma Park asking him to consider retrofitting his station to accommodate electric charging. But it was his daughter who said something that, as he describes it, woke him up.
My daughter is 16, and when you reach that age, when you talk to them, how was school, they just talk to you in one word, good, are you hungry, no, like that. But all of a sudden she got excited and started, lecturing me about the environment, what's going on, and she started mentioning all those things and went on and on and on and on, like for 3-4 minutes, She said, Dad, you got to do it, it's good, it's going to be good.
There are more than 20,000 registered electric vehicles in the state of Maryland. Michelle Holzman makes the trip from Silver Spring to support Doley.
I'm so impressed by what he has done, because a lot of people talk, we're environmentalists, we're for this, we're for that, but Dooley has put his money where his mouth is. He is really standing up for all of us.
A fixture in Tacoma Park, Doley has plenty of regular customers, including Councilmember Hans Reamer, who pulled up for a quick charge in his Ford C-Max.
This is the first, so he's trying to do something no one has really done before. That's a big risk for a business owner to take.
Doley invested $150,000 of his own to renovate the pumps, and the state gave the Electric Vehicle Institute a $780,000 grant for the project. Doley himself will tell you he doesn't expect to get rich from this investment.
And then is a lot of your business as the mechanic?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The repair shop.
Yeah.
99% of my revenues come from there.
It's come from the repair.
Exactly.
This is amazing. You'll charge up in 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
And I can, go get a cup of coffee or go shopping or whatever. It's 100% charge. My car's 100% charged up. I have 83 miles. So I'm good to go.
Which makes that dinner table conversation with his daughter even more meaningful.
If every individual, we just contribute one little drop, towards a safer, a better environment, why not,
The Mokhtarzada brothers were born and raised here in Montgomery County. These young entrepreneurs have recently returned home with their tech company, Truebill. Let's face it, we'd all like to save a buck or two when we can. If you don't know where to start, well, 3 Montgomery County brothers have the app for you. It's called Truebill, a personal finance app that allows users to find, track, and manage their subscription services and recurring bills.
Truebill makes it really easy to immediately see the subscriptions you're paying for. I was paying for a $40 a month bill for a security service that I had moved out of the house. And this is impacting a lot of people where we sign up for all these things. They're often free trials, and then they turn into paying things and you totally forget about it.
Truebill also offers to negotiate with cable companies, mobile phone companies, and others to get subscribers lower prices.
And honestly, who has time to scan a pile of statements looking for changes? Well, the good news is you don't have to. Enter Truebill.
It's sort of a one-stop shop for managing your financial life.
We sent it out to friends and family, maybe like 30 people. And everyone came back to us and was like, oh my God, I found something I didn't know about. And so we said, okay, like a little light bulb went off, maybe there's something here. And so for me, that was really kind of the tipping point of, oh, there's something here that is a big opportunity, or at least a big need.
The Mokhtarzada brothers, Haroon, Yahya, and Idris, all grew up in Montgomery County, graduating from Blair High School and the University of Maryland. They've brought their business back to their hometown from the San Francisco Bay Area. At the ribbon cutting for their new headquarters in Silver Spring, Haroon told the crowd relocating to Montgomery County was an easy sell.
Thank you guys so much. This is home. When you say born and raised, not only were we raised here, but this place raised us. It's a great place. Education-wise, we all just got great education through Montgomery County, especially with Haroon and Zeki and the magnet. Getting the science and math education was paramount.
It is exactly the type of new technology business that we want here in Montgomery County. Their office is located right across the street from the Silver Spring Transit Center, with what will be a direct connection via the Purple Line to the University of Maryland and one of the largest IT undergraduate departments in the entire country.
When the brothers were working on making the company's transition to Silver Spring, they rented space at one of the county's incubator sites and took advantage of incentives for leasing and hiring. Those options weighed heavily in their decision to bring their business to Montgomery County.
I am coming back to Maryland, but the choice was, one, should it be headquarters, which means should we be hiring more people here?
And now that we have that incentive, we actually are preferring to hire the people here, whereas before there was no reason to prefer that at all.
This particular story is exactly what we want to replicate. You know, we want to make sure that people understand all the assets that Montgomery County has, the school system, the spirit of entrepreneurship, the diversity that really does help make things like this a reality, and the fact that our quality of life is really excellent. So we're so excited to be able to point to this story and be able to replicate that as much as possible.
So it shows you your spending over time, and then it shows you kind of breakdowns as well. And we even have services where we'll actually help you lower bills. So we'll identify bills that look too high. We'll help negotiate those down for you. And if you want to start a savings account, we actually have a smart savings program where it'll automatically put away money when you have extra money.
Yes! Truebill just canceled my Hulu subscription. I had totally forgotten about it.
It's clear these brothers have a deep mutual respect for one another, which must be the secret sauce to their success. In our last segment, we head to Gaithersburg to visit a longtime local business that hits all the right notes. Tucked away in a row of shops in the Kentlands is a family-owned business that hits all the right notes. For the last 10 years, Pritchard Music Academy has been drumming up business from customers across Montgomery County who are looking to grow their repertoire. Joe Pritchard and his wife Becky are both music professionals. He worked in the music industry.
Let's just try it. See what we got.
And she was a music teacher. Right now, Pritchard's Music Academy is the only store of its kind west of I-270 and 355.
I was teaching in people's homes, I was traveling, and it just got to the point where there was no more room in the day to take on more students. And Joe and I were at a crossroads, it was time, so we started the business. And it just made sense to bring everybody to us instead of me going everywhere.
I realized this is where I wanted to be. And then Becky and I met, and the rest, as they say, is history. But we really never considered doing it anywhere else.
At the Music Academy, classes are available for every instrument you can imagine. There are beginner, group, and private lessons, and students not only learn how to play an instrument, but they take the discipline that they've acquired and apply it in their daily lives. It's a business where deep connections are made through music.
At our grand opening, some of our students came back that were in the beginning with us, and they're out of college now. And so they came back to see our 10th anniversary and tell us what was going on. We keep track of most of them. And so I love walking down the street and seeing our students.
Councilmember Sidney Katz has been a big supporter of the Pritchards since they first opened their doors.
So there was a ribbon cutting and the anniversary. And I had actually done the original ribbon cutting 10 years ago, and there's a picture here that's showing me holding a guitar. Now, and they really are the way that a small business should be run. And to this moment, more people are employed in smaller businesses than they are in larger businesses in most places, especially in Montgomery County. So they are the backbone. They're the people, the businesses that support our children, whether it's for Little League or for whatever else they're doing. They're the businesses that people call on, and they truly make the community.
Joe and Becky Pritchard have found a rhythm that works for them. Neither one plays second fiddle in this partnership, and their simple formula for success is music to the ears.
It's more organic than us pressing really hard, doing a lot of promotion. We do that. Music, we work with a lot of adults, but with our lessons and that's primarily a child-based business, and that is, you can advertise all you want, it's primarily word of mouth. And that's what we've been doing, is building our reputation through what we do here. And we've been really lucky that way. The word of mouth has been terrific for us.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Made in Montgomery. I'm Susan Kenedy. Remember, Montgomery County is open for business.